Alright guys, so let's get into part 4 of doing this, where I actually don't forget how to show you our main thing. First of all, just save what we've done. Save all, or Control Shift S should do that. I'll just minimise this for now, and you guys just follow along, do the same thing. So let's actually, if you still have that notepad, you're going to need it, because now we are going to show you how to use Ollie to find this stuff and get our mask and signature and stuff like that. So first, yeah, we'll get Ollie up first. My one with the sig maker this time, that would be good. Windows has a think, cool. Windows has woken up. And a salt cube, which loads instantly, unlike Windows, with its other stuff going on. Okay, so we got Ollie here, here's our game. So we go just like Cheat Engine, file attach. Cheat Engine has way nicer looking menus and stuff, but I mean Ollie is still absolutely amazing. And a lot of people use it for cracking and getting around things and whatnot. And some programs have totally forgotten that Ollie exists, and that's good for us. Now you'll see here, it's actually paused the game, which is what it does to everything you attach. So go up here, click this play button, and then down here you'll see running. So we're good. Now what we want to do is we want to go here, and yeah, that was for the health. So just copy and paste this back to Ollie. Go to expression or Control G and Control V and go OK. You want to do this twice so you make sure you get the right one. Sometimes Ollie will take you to another module or the wrong thing first off. Here we go. Oh no, this is the one I've already labelled. It decreases our thing. And what we want to do here is we want to make our signature. So the one I used is, I don't know how to the way I've got the code set up, I don't know how to go before the bytes, which would give us a smaller signature. I have a totally massive one, but it begins from the address, so I don't have to like calculate how many bytes before, or get that to even work. So go from here. I think I did it down to about here. It's going to look ugly, but it works, so, and it's the same way I did it. So hopefully you've got the plugin by Patrick, the sig maker, also known as Gur. He's a legend as well. Like, so make sig, and we go down to test sig. So I'll do that again. So select it down to the push EBP, right click, make sig, test sig, and you'll see this pop up, and you want to go scan, and we've only found one, and that's brilliant. This is exactly what we want. So get your notepad, sig, lovely delicious burpy Coca-Cola, highlight all of that, put in our sig. Oh, that's massive and really ugly. Can I actually get it to... oh my god. Notepad does that. Ugh. I know where it begins and ends, so it's all good. It will look better than this, at least. It's not going to do that with in Visual Studio, but we can change that. And the other thing you want is the mask. What the mask is, what it will do is it will say all these bytes, the ones and X, will never change. The question marks probably will. So it just makes sure that it's always going to find these bytes no matter where it hides. And that's the one for ammo done, so just save what you've got. And now we get on to finding the one for health. Did I need one for health? Yes, I did. Of course you do. Sometimes you get confused because it's like, oh, I'm just finding a pointer, but oh no, you've actually got to find that one too, I think. At least I can tell. Quickly look at my one and we'll find out. Actually, no, we don't, because it's a pointer. I lied. What do we need for that? Just the base address, which is what we've got, and the offset for the health, and our default value, which is, we know that's going to be, so our default value for it. We know it's 100, right? So 100, which is that in decimal, is actually, when we add it into this, it's going to be actually like x64. And the reason why we have the slash is this is the way it's done in C++. And probably other things too. And then 0, so that's what will be the default value. And then we have our like hacked value. We can make this anything we want. But well, I'll just keep it to the way that the same one Fleep used. So thanks to that guy. I'm sorry that I've sort of stolen his idea, but I waited and waited. I didn't see him make a video of how you do it. Like, well, that's a lie. I did see him do the one for like AOB pattern scanning and that. Thing is, he made it so it just goes to the code and it just does it. I don't want to do that because I want to have a menu so when I press a key it does it. So that's why, you know, like I did it my way. Anyway, just close Ollie and it will close the game too. Because it attaches to the game and it makes it its bitch. So keep your notepad close by. I'm just putting it on my other monitor. It's easier for me to see along with all the code that I'm typing. So back to our code writing, and we are going to get into actually making the design for this sucker and other things. So right click your header, file, new. This time you want to go to UI, Windows form, and here you want to say, you want to call it your DLL, capital I, interface. And yep, and it's going to do a lot of things. It may cry here, and then we're going to have to save our work and go back to it. Yep. Girlfriend not happy, so I've got our yep, cool. What we do here is to make her happy and buy her roses and stuff to make her actually not do this shit. And it probably will the next, if you ever load up the source code again, it may do it again, but what you can do from then on is you just close it and you reopen it. And here, see, it's not even bringing up the design form for it. So just close it, save all, so save all your hard work, save it, and then just go out of here, close it down and bring it back up. Windows labelled it for me, so that's nice of it. Okay, and here we go, and see, it's actually here this time. We want like this one, but I suppose first we'll actually do the interface, which is pretty small. This will make it so next time we load up, if it does come up with that, we can close it and open it and it'll just be fine. And we need it to actually initiate our user interface, otherwise that doesn't work. So int UI main, make some room, then we go application, enable visual styles, and obviously I've done something wrong. APP LIC ATIM. What's wrong with that? APP LIC ATION. What is wrong with that? That's strange. I'll just do it a line below. That should be working. Oh, I'm a noob. Of course. I forgot this one. We want to include namespace, and what we want to do here is we will open our DLL interface, and see it comes up this time, of course. And right click it over in the Solution Explorer and go View Code, and it's going to bring this up. And this is the other one we need, and we'll keep it up. And then we want to copy and paste our name here. So from DLL interface over to interface.h, when you got it to come up by going to the design, right click View Code, copy that back to DLL interface, back over to here, paste that in, and then go like that. And yay, problem solved. Application, set compatible text rendering, and now it's actually bringing up IntelliSense, so that's awesome. DLL interface, and the wee carrot thing, I think that's what it's called, the thing under 6, whatever it is, that thing, new UI equals GC new interface, right, so that should be that. Application, run forest run, new UI, return 1. Okay, finally, that's that one done. Let's actually do something more fun, which is the design. So I already have mine open in another monitor, so I'm pretty much just gonna mostly copy that, but it's basically you guys who want to follow along. So apart from that, you'll see it's pretty much easy. I'll show you how to actually. So if you want, well, you guys will be doing this. So view Toolbox, and that will get your Toolbox up, which will look like this. And then you want to add some labels, so you click that. So for the purposes of this, I'll show you guys, just click that, come over here, click here, and basically you want to just change the name of this. I'll just do it like this. I'll show you guys, because that's a lot better than just copy and pasting. So we want, I guess, the title of our thing, right? So this properties text, assault cube DLL hack, just to say this is what it is to the user. And I use, just for the text, we use the good old GOFs out of Microsoft Gothic, and hopefully they'll actually release a better Dimmu Borgir album for those into black metal. Where has it gone? I'll expand this maybe. Here we go. So if you can't find it, just tick the weird tick box where font is. Underneath it you got your drag and drop. So we'll do the fun part and then back to a bit more boring code. And then, well, if you find it boring, I find it alright. Let's change the size, so click the wee box here. This is how you change your size, your colour and all that fun stuff. Make it bold, make it bigger so we can see. I've got mine at 25, so if you can't find your nice size there, if it says like 24, 26, just go up to the top, click in here, get rid of that, go 25, it will do what you tell it to. And of course it might do that, so you're going to have to make your thing a bit wider and then move it about. So to move it about, you know, you just drag it about, click and drag. Oh, come here. Right. Now our font colour, which is actually here, so 4-color. What do I have mine as? As blue, so there you go. And I'll just do the next one. Properties, another label over here. Why did it keep the colour blue? I do not know, because I want it to go. I will change that because it's going to be, this one's going to be a bit different. So it's 4 colours actually. The back colour is going to be black. And our 4 colour is actually going to be a white. And then the good old GOFs again. Span that. There's other nicer stuff, that fonts that you guys might have, but I don't really have a lot of fonts for some reason. Like, I got some, but there's some that you have to, like, you can actually buy fonts and it's stupid because they're like a lot of money. I don't know why that is. And of course we want to change the text. So here we want to say like DLL status. I'll just say injected. And we'll know it worked because this menu is going to come up and it might actually be hidden under your game. So like you have your game window and you'll have this, and your game window will be flashing down on the taskbar just to say something else happened, and then you want to go to that and you'll see that that did actually attach. Anyway, now we want our other 2 labels. So here I'll just do like copy paste, copy paste. Oh, actually, yeah, we want 4 because we're going to have our little menu things. We're going to have our buttons which say if the cheat's actually on or not. Okay, so now we go to 4-color red, back color transparent, which I think was web transparent. Get the goths going, get them out to the battleground. MS Gothic 16. I don't know, did I make that bold? It doesn't look like it. And of course change what it says. So here is going to be like our first cheat, right? So for the purposes of this, just follow along. I use numpad 1 and 2. Infinite. I do health first also. And lastly, we're going to have to give this a control name. So, we want to do that for DLL status 2, I believe. So, health LBL. So I'll go back to that just right after this. So name there, you want to change that to whatever it was, label or whatever. Change it to that, because we're going to need that in our code for various reasons. Do we need one for that? No, you don't need one for the DLL status, but you need one for the title. So go to your title, click it, and then right click properties, and then we call it title label. Okay, move these guys out of the way. So our next cheat, so to that we go here. I'll just go with red again, and then MS Gothic. And back to 16 or so. And here we want to put num2 infinite ammo. I'm only doing like a short trainer. Oh man, this guys is just to this is to show you guys just how it's done. And you guys can make one for pretty much any game, no matter what size you want, you know, with all the features you want. This is to just show you guys how you sort of do it, and you might get errors, but hey, it's going to work. Ammo label. Okay, so that's that and that. Good. And now we want our status labels. So what did I do for this one? I changed the back color to button face, which was custom, or is it system. There should be button face. And border style, I go fixed 3D, so it looks more like a button and it pops out a bit. Name. MS Gothic again, and we want it to be 16, bold this time. Then we go down to our text, and this is just going to be called off, and change the colour to whatever you like. For this case I just use red. Then line it up, and I'll get rid of the other one because we're going to copy this, and it's pretty much the same thing, but it's going to be called a different label name. So here we've got the top one has to be called it should be health status label, I believe. Yeah, it's down to label. Oh, design name, I should say, because that's what it is. Health status label. And the other one is ammo status label. And now let's grab a background. I'm just going to use the one I used. So to get to your project properties easy, just click in it in the Solution Explorer, right click, open folder in File Browser, and you'll get to here. Go back one, was it two? Yep. That's my dad, you probably heard that. Yay, chips for tomorrow night. Excellent. Still can't find a flat. The olds, they don't quite get the new age of things, do they? So anyway, in here, just do it one back. I don't get, like, someone might be making a YouTube video or whatever, but that's alright. So background. I mean, this video is going to be terrible. Let's just face it. But you know, whatever. At least I wanted to show people how to do this because I haven't seen any other way to do exactly what I wanted to do. Any other way. So, you know, I'm just quickly on the other monitor getting to where I have my background to copy and paste that over. So basically here all you do is you make a folder, and here just go on Google search whatever and get like a background. You might want to do advanced searching and make sure you don't find one with a copyright in case the copyright police come after you, because that I learnt that when I was at Polytechnic, also known as university, sort of here, but it's like easier to get into because I didn't do well at school, so that's how the other way you get into studying. Because they're not quite as Nazi on that. Anyway, back to this. So we have this, back to our properties for this, so you can just click this and it should bring you to the properties of that. If you're uncertain, just right click properties, and you'll see background image here. So go to that. It's going to bring me here, so probably one in. Yep. Background image. Okay, now it's going to look hideous and it's not going to be aligned. So see how you've got under here layout, tile and default and all that. You want to go stretch, and that's exactly what I did there. And now, I mean, this looks awful, so what we're going to do here, and I forgot to even make that transparent, so that's a fail. We'll fix that in a second layer. But I mean, you can't even see it down here anyway. Line those up nicely. Make sure these are in the correct place. Otherwise, when you press one key for one, it's just not gonna be in the right place for you. So make sure health status is beside health. Ammo is beside ammo. We'll fix the back colour to actually be transparent. And here we go, we've got our cool menu and stuff done. The only other thing we've got to add here is our timer. So we'll close your properties there, because that's all done. It looks nice and all. Nice enough anyway. Go over to your control window, and I think your components. It's components. Another video from Lobit. Cool. Timer. Under components. Drag and drop that onto the sucker. And then you'll see our timer down here. And we want to go down here. Right click. Properties. Change the name of our timer. In this case we want to call it update timer, exactly like that. We want it enabled. And now that's that done. We can close that guy, and we want to double click on this guy to bring us to the code. Expand this section, because here's where we do our grabbing keys and stuff. And now we get into actually making this something, making it into something that works. Okay, so we're going to have to go all the way back up to the top and get rid of Toolbox now, we don't need it. Because we have to add some includes into this to get it to do something more than looking good. So we want to include windows.h again. Include. Oh, that bit, you know, like the Australians say, that bloody home and away show. The, you know, the Kiwis, we love our fish and chips. I guess that's true. But it's a cheap feed for like, you know, like a couple of dollars. So why not? We just don't say fosh and chops like they said on that. It's just bloody ridiculous. Bloody Australians for you. I mean, they're awesome. A few of my greatest mates are from Australia. Awesome as people. You know, we fought in the wars together, Australia, New Zealand, Anzac, all that stuff. So yeah. Anyway, back to this. Basically, if either country, like, if Australia got invaded, I would probably try get my fat ass in the services to to help out. And probably fail. But you know, I'd try. So here we're just adding, I don't even know if I use this function to be honest. But you know the way it goes. I'll do this wee bit and then I'll end this video and we'll do the rest in the next. And it should hopefully be the last one, hopefully. Because this will be going on for quite a while. And you know how that is. Oh, would you... There's only one problem with the Black Widow keyboard, right? And that is, for some reason, on my one it decides to... I have to do the quotes twice for both of them to show up. I can't just have one show up. I have no idea why that is. The rest of the keyboard works flawlessly, so whatever. Anyway, we've got that done, so I will see you guys in the next and the last, hopefully. So see you guys there.